The Commonwealth Savings Bank of Australia, the bank for all the family, takes pleasure in presenting the show for all the family, Life with Dexter.
Money can buy it, saving will get it, so bank Commonwealth now.
For a car or a bike or just a rainy day,
Be sure to save the friendly Commonwealth way.
so listen to this advice and
Start
start
right today to bank Commonwealth. Save Commonwealth Bank, Commonwealth now.
The Dutton home has often been described as being as funny as a circus. But tonight's little opus concerns a carnival rather than a circus. It all started on a balmy Saturday morning. Dexter and his family, after the usual Saturday morning shopping rush, were relaxing on the back lawn.
Ah, gee. I wish there was something to do this arvo.
This afternoon, Ashley.
Oh, yes, Mum, this arvo.
Oh, dear.
Mummy was correcting your English. There's no such word as arvo.
Definitely not.
Okay. There is one way you can use arvo and still be correct.
How?
Well, supposing my geometry teacher said to me, Ashley, how could you get two semicircles by cutting up one letter of the alphabet? I would reply by saying, oh, easy, teach. I would simply arvo.
Oh.
Oh, Ashley, you're hopeless. Dexter, did you hear what your son said? Would you mind putting away that newspaper and joining your family?
Yeah, I'm with you, Jessie. I hear every word.
Oh, you do? Then what was Ashley's last inane statement?
He said, I wish there was something to do this arvo.
Oh, Dad, have you any bright suggestions what I can do?
Well, don't you sometimes play football on Saturday afternoon and Janie goes to tennis?
Well, the footer season's finished and, well, cricket hasn't started. Right now, I'm just an in-between.
Well, no sport for me this afternoon either. Oh, Mr. Adams is top dressing the tennis court.
Well, children, why don't you both go to the local movies together?
Together?
Together? I wouldn't be seen dead at the movies with any bird. And certainly not with a galah. Oh, well, hey, galah, your claws are scratching me.
That'll be quite enough. Enough. If there's any fighting and bickering in this family, your mother and I'll do it.
Sorry, Daddy.
Well, I apologise. Listen, Dad, if you and Mum have got nothing on this afternoon, why don't we all go to the pictures?
To a matinee?
Not Pygmalion likely.
The last time we were dragged to a children's matinee, I couldn't hear a word of the movie for all the yelling.
Yeah, they went that away.
And I remember some child bursting a paper bag behind my ear, and I nearly leapt up into the dress circle.
Yeah, that was the same day I came home with chewing gum stuck in the hair on the back of my neck.
Daddy, look at the local newspaper and see what's on at the pictures. Maybe we could all go tonight.
Oh, a much better idea going tonight.
Wait a minute. Now, here's the entertainments column. Acme, Adamstown, Asheville region. Bela Lugosi in The Creature with the Bodiless Arms.
Oh, no.
Oh, gee, it sounds massive.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a sec. Look, here's something interesting. Conway's Carnival Colossal. This week only at the Pottstown Showground. Matinee today at 2 and a grand night tonight commencing at 7 o'clock.
Oh, boy, a carnival.
Oh, I love carnivals.
Well, so do I.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see that, Dad. Merry-go-round, octopus, boxing tent, water dodgems, sideshows, etc. Bring the whole family.
The whole? Well, why not? Let's go tonight. It's better with all the lights and the night atmosphere.
Dexter, do you recall the last time you went to a carnival?
Ah, yes, Jessie. That was when I went one evening to abuse some character for taking my son down for 12 shillings during the afternoon.
Yes, that's correct. And while you were abusing him, the same character took you down for £12.
Yeah. Well, he was a very good talker. Oh, maybe we should forget this carnival.
Oh, gee, no, Dad. We'll all be together and we can steer clear of Sharpies.
Oh, do let's go, Daddy.
Imagine an octopus, water dodgems, sideshows, and even a boxing tent.
Yeah, but I don't think... boxing tent? Is there really boxing?
Well, sure, Dad. It'll be a mighty carnival.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of good boxing. I used to be a sort of school lightweight champion in my days, you know.
You were?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you didn't ever tell me that.
Oh, Jessie, you didn't ever ask. Even today, I'll bet I can take on most comers with the gloves. Actually, I can't see where it says boxing. Where is it?
Yeah, right there near Water Dodgem, see? A boxing tent. It's there in black and white.
Oh, yeah, I see. Speaking of black and white, they used to be my boxing colors.
Well, if you had a fight today, I know what your boxing colors would be. Black and blue.
All this talk about the carnival should remind us about holidays. And of course, talk about holidays should remind us about the Commonwealth Savings Bank Traveller's Cash System. From what the bank tells me, more and more people are getting to know and appreciate this free service. It doesn't matter whether people are going interstate or going to a holiday resort near to home. The Commonwealth Savings Bank Traveller's Cash System gives complete protection to holiday money. So before you go on holidays, call at your local Commonwealth Savings Bank. The friendly staff there will arrange for you to withdraw money at the place you're going to. Then take your passbook with you on holidays, and from then on there's no need to worry about money. This Commonwealth Savings Bank service is entirely free. From this you can see it does make a difference where you save. You can also see why over 5.25 million people week by week bank Commonwealth.
I can't stay out here in the sun all day. I'd better start thinking about lunch.
Anyway, it's all settled. We'll have a real family night out tonight.
Oh, you beaut.
Oh, it'll be fun. As long as Daddy doesn't spend the whole time in that silly boxing tent.
Well, I'm certainly going to spend some time there. Oh, I haven't seen a fight for ages. But it doesn't seem many years since I was a wizard with the gloves. My friends used to call me Uppercut Dutton.
Uppercut Dutton?
Children, I think your father means undercut Dutton, because he always had a slab of steak on his eye.
Did I hear someone mention steak on his eye?
Who's been fighting?
Hi, Katie. Katie.
Daddy's been telling us how he used to be a boxing champion at school.
Dexter, a boxing champion?
Jonathan, close your mouth before you get your teeth knocked out by another boxing champion.
Jonathan can't insult me, Katie. I've been insulted by more intelligent people than him.
Well, the only boxing that Dexter's ever done is boxing up a cut lunch for a picnic.
Oh, shut up!
Ooh!
Well, JG, I don't expect you to believe this, but I was good at boxing in my younger days, and I wouldn't be too rusty today.
Dexter, if you were ever a fighter, then I must be Les Darcy.
Jessie, there's one bit of boxing that I'd like to see my husband connected with.
And what's that?
The boxing that takes place when they screw the lid down on him.
Well, Katie, that's lovely, isn't it? A nice thought for a woman to have about a husband.
It may not be a nice thought, but it sure is a thought. Jessie, dear, how did the subject of fighting come up? Is Dexter going to fight someone?
Oh, no. It's just that there's a carnival on at Pottstown tonight, and we've all decided to go. One of the attractions is a boxing troupe.
Oh.
Say, Mum, what about Mr. and Mrs. Wilmot coming with us?
Oh, yes, why not? Would you?
I'd love to. Jonathan, will you take me?
Oh, I guess I might. A carnival, eh, with a boxing troupe.
Oh, we'll all have a wonderful time together.
There's sure to be a lot of other sideshows.
Yeah, you know, when I was a young man, I was crazy about sideshows.
I was crazy about sideshows, too, when I was a young woman. I even went so far as to marry one.
Children, are you ready to leave?
Almost.
Won't be a minute.
You're the ones who started this carnival business, and now you're both holding us up.
Well, it's all right for you, Dad, but I've got hair to brush.
Yeah. You'll get the back of a brush where it hurts in a minute.
Psst, hey, Compost, hey, come in here for a sec. I've got an idea and I need your help.
Listen, Death Adder, you'll get no help from me while you continue calling me Compost.
Oh, sorry, Janie, but, well, you call me Death Adder and I don't resent it.
Why should a real snake resent it?
Well, listen, sis, look, we haven't got much time. I want you to help me do something to help Dad.
What?
Well, it's this way. Even you can see how poor old Dad always loses his arguments and wars with Mr. Wilmot.
Yes, but...
Now, supposing Dad could prove in front of Mr. Wilmot that he really is good at something that Mr. Wilmot scoffed at.
Like what?
Like Dad being a massive lightweight boxing champion, that's like what?
I don't get it.
Now, look, Janie, there'll be a tired, worn-out old boxing troupe at the carnival tonight, and when the man outside the tent says something like, "Who'll go a round or two for a pound or two?" we can chirp up and say, "Our Dad will."
Oh, Ashley, you're not really serious.
Well, sure I'm serious. That'll knock spots off any old punch-drunk carnival boxer, and by doing it, he'll put Mr. Wilmot right in his place.
Oh, Ashley, I don't... Do you honestly believe Daddy could do it?
Well, I don't believe it, I know it. Well, anyhow, if you and I yell out, "Our Dad can beat that man," and, well, Dad can always decline if he wants to.
Well, that's true. He can always decline. If he doesn't decline, I hope he doesn't recline on the canvas.
Oh, boy, I'm glad we all came tonight instead of this afternoon.
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it?
Well, it sure is. You know, I feel like a little kid.
You might feel like a little kid, but you look like a great big goat.
Oh, now, Katie, no fights this evening.
Oh, Mummy, look at the merry-go-round, the way it's all lit up.
Yes, the way your father was after the last Diggers' Golf Day.
Now, Jessie, no fights this evening.
Hey, look, there's the boxing tent over there. Let's go and see what the man's spruiking about.
Yeah, that's for me. Come on. I love the boxing.
There he is, look.
And for the paltry sum of 2 shillings on our price
Give him a
children,
go.
you'll witness the most exciting bout between Killicoon and Basher Boston. 2 of the top exponents of the fine art of self-defense in this country today. I might mention to you good people right here and now that if there's anyone among you who'd care to challenge Basher Boston to a round or 2, we will include the fighters as your preliminary bout. Anyone who can see the distance of 2 rounds with Basher Boston will take away from here a new crisp, crunchy 5-quid note. Are there any takers?
Oh, Katie, doesn't Basher Boston look tough?
He's not so tough.
My father can beat Basher Boston.
Our Daddy can beat him.
Wait, what are you doing?
Children!
Okay, kids, okay. Which of these gentlemen is your father?
He is. No, not me, Dexter. You're the champion.
That was
Now, Dexter, in front of your children, you can't let them down.
Dexter, don't you dare do anything silly.
No, you see, Jesse won't let me anyway.
Well, how about it, mate?
He won't be in it. He's chicken.
Jonathan, be quiet.
He's chicken.
I'd rather my husband be a live chicken than a dead duck.
Oh, wait a minute, everybody. I've changed my mind. I'll fight. I will fight. Bring on Basher Boston and watch him get a trouncing from Destroyer Dutton.
Now look, Dexter, you've got nothing to worry about. I fixed it with the promoter for me to be the referee, so you'll be sure to get a fair deal.
You're going to be the referee?
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
And, Dad, I'm allowed here in your corner as your second to see you get a fair deal.
Dexter, we'll all be here in the front row to see you get a fair deal, too.
Oh, everyone's going to see me get a fair deal. You'd think I was going to collapse like a pack of cards. Oh, what's that?
No, come on,
door.
Dexter, come on.
Eh?
To the center of the ring while I give you both your instructions, you see?
Well, don't rush me. Wait till my knees stop shaking.
Oh, come on, I'll help you. You've got to come to the center and meet Basher Boston.
Basher Boston looks like King Kong.
Now, you two. I want a fair fight. No hitting below the belt. And clean breaks at all times. Okay. Now back to your corners.
JG, is he human? He never speaks. He's got more hair than a bearskin rug.
Right. Now go back to your corners. When the bell rings, come out fighting.
Here you are, Pop. Here, put this in your mouth.
Hey, what's that?
Well, the man said to make you wear it in case you get your teeth knocked out.
Yeah, I don't want it. Take it away. Hey,
Righto, Dad. Right, going punching.
Come on, you two. Start fighting.
I've got to do it. I just got to do it. I'll knock him out cold. That's what I'll do. I'll drop him with one good punch. Take that. Ooh, my eye. Ooh, my nose. Ooh, my head.
Oh, my poor darling.
Oh, Mummy, I can't watch.
Hit him, Dexter, hit him.
Yeah. How can I hit him when I can't see him?
End the first round. Back to your corners.
Hey, not that way, Dad. Your corner's over here.
Oh, Mummy, this is awful. I didn't know it would be like this.
Oh, neither did I, and I don't think your father did either.
Dexter's doing all right, and it won't do him any harm. Oh, I only wish that Basher Boston would miss Dexter a few times and land one on that referee.
Dexter, darling, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling well, Jessie. I can distinctly feel every punch.
Don't worry about Dad in the next round, Mum. He's gonna murder the Basher.
What with a sledgehammer?
Oh, why did Dexter ever get into this silly thing? He's not as young as he used to be. I'd better try to give him a little confidence. Dexter, dear, you're doing very well. Basher Boston hasn't really laid a hand on you yet.
Well, someone should keep his eye on the referee. Somebody's laying a hand on me. Oh!
Come out fighting!
Oh, dear.
I'm keeping my eyes closed. I can't look.
Oh, Dexter nearly hit Basher that time. He only missed by inches.
Swinging, Dad. Go for a knockout.
Don't worry, I'm waiting my chance.
Oh, well, there's one consolation, Jessie. Basher Boston's going to have a mighty sore hand. Look at the way that Dexter's pounding it with his face.
Oh, Katie, I can't let it go on. Why doesn't someone throw in the soap or whatever they do?
Throw in the towel. Never. He's only got a minute or two to go.
Hey, Dad! Hey, watch out for your shoelace. It's undone. Watch you don't trip.
I won't trip.
Jump it out, please.
I can't look, Katie. What happened?
You can look, dear. Dexter tripped on his shoelace and knocked the Basher out cold.
Well, judging by the way Dexter knocked out Boston, well, there are more ways than one of doing most things. And that brings me to something very important. Some parents tell me they cannot get their teenage children to save money. If you're having similar trouble, perhaps you're not going about things in the right way. Most teenagers are quite level-headed, and if you can show them how much better off they will be if they save, I'm sure you'll soon find them making regular trips to the Commonwealth Savings Bank. Most parents realize that a Commonwealth Savings Bank account, from the days when young people start to work, can play a great part in their future happiness. But unless you can convince your children of this, it isn't very likely they will save. Young people these days have so much to save for. Most of them marry in their early 20s or before, and if they can start their married life free from debt, they have so much better chance of a happy marriage. Explain this to your teenage children and get them to join the hundreds of thousands of other young people who week by week bank Commonwealth.
Where are my clothes? I can't possibly go home without my clothes.
Now, Dexter, please calm down.
We've searched the tent everywhere, Dad. Your clothes have definitely been stolen.
Yeah, well, that's pretty obvious, but what about the police? Did JG tell the police?
Yes, Dexter, I spoke to a policeman, and he said he'll do what he can, but he doesn't hold out much hope of finding a thief in this crowd.
Well, I can't stand here at the back of this tent wearing a silly pair of blue silk shorts with everybody gaping at me.
Well, it's not the shorts that look so silly, Daddy. It's wearing them with shoes, socks and suspenders.
Dexter, I just had a chat with the promoter fellow, and he said that you can wear the shorts home, and he also lent me this leather motorbike jacket.
That's just beautiful. A leather motorbike jacket. Oh, that'll set me off perfectly.
Be grateful, Dexter. Here, let me help you on with it. Come on now.
Oh, it looks terrible.
That's the shot. Have you got a comb to do your hair? It looks like you've had an electric shock.
Well, never mind my hair. How do we get home? I wanted to bring Hector. JG wanted to bring his car, but oh no, the women. The women wanted to have a real night out with a bus trip thrown in. How can I go home in a bus looking like I've escaped from the nut house? Go away, little boy. Stop staring at me.
Yes, that's a good little boy. Run along now.
Hey, what's she dressed up like that for?
I mean, one of the quiz kids. Scram, little boy. Go away.
Hey, are you going to be in a sideshow tonight?
Please, Sonny, scat, shoo.
Look, Dexter, we'll all form a circle around our fighter hero and we'll screen you all the way to the bus stop.
Yeah, the bus stop? Oh, I forgot about that. I've got to get on a crowded bus like this.
Well, you'll be all right. Lots of young people today wear sillier outfits than you're wearing.
Hey, my mother's got a pair of pants like that hanging on the line.
Hey, go somewhere and blow up. Oh, home. Home, sweet home. Oh, to be home and safe at last.
Oh, sit down, everyone, and relax.
Yeah.
I'll make a cup of tea in a moment.
Jessie, I thought that bus ride would never end. Those ignorant people staring at us.
Oh, it was humiliating.
They stared at me like I should have a 4,000-pound flat at the zoo.
Now, what about that cheeky bus conductor? Asking Dad, was he full fare or half fare?
He wasn't as bad as the bus driver, giving me a wolf whistle as I got in.
Well, you know, you can't blame him, Dexter. You do look the spitting image of Jeannie Lollybritches.
Any more remarks like that and I'll give you what I gave Basher Boston.
Well, how can you unless you untie your shoelaces again?
Now, you...
Jonathan, why don't you keep your funny remarks to yourself? Dexter put up a good fight tonight, and we're all proud of him.
Oh, I'm proud of him. He's so pretty, I feel like proposing.
Listen, you are... I'm not going to stand too much.
Hey, did anyone notice the man on the bus tonight with a flashlight camera?
I did. I saw a flash go off, and I'm sure the camera was pointed at Daddy.
A camera? Oh, no.
Oh, nonsense. No, the man was taking pictures of the carnival through the window.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure of that. He might have been from Vogue magazine and wanted Dexter's picture for the front cover.
That does it.
Come on now, Dexter, please have your breakfast and stop brooding about last night.
I can't.
In a year or two from now, Dad, you'll laugh at what happened.
You'll be able to laugh before that.
And you did become a professional boxer, dear. Don't forget you earned £5.
Oh, it was worth £5,000 to go through everything I went through last night.
Yoo-hoo! Jessie, dear, may we come in?
Oh, yes.
Hi there, Dutton.
Dexter.
Yeah, well, JG, I expect you've come in to gloat some more about last night.
No, Dexter. I've come in to show you this morning's paper.
Yeah, well, this morning... Paper?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, what is it?
Well, come on, what's it?
Wait a minute now. It's right here on the second page.
hurry.
A big picture of you, Dexter.
Jessie, it's not the end of the world.
Would you like me to read what the caption says under the picture?
No, but you're going to read it anyhow. What does it say?
This photograph was taken last night on the Pottstown-Asheville bus. In the foreground is Mr. Dexter Dutton, well-known businessman of Wilmot Frocks Limited.
Just don't bother reading anymore. That's quite enough.
Oh, you might as well hear the last line. It's a cracker.
All right. All right. Well, what does it say?
Mr. Dutton is giving a preview of what the well-dressed beatnik will wear.
Well, Dexter certainly got his name featured in the newspapers, and that reminds me of something else I saw featured in the newspapers recently, and that is how the Commonwealth Savings Bank uses the money deposited with it. During the last financial year, the Commonwealth Savings Bank helped 7,000 families to buy their own homes, and since the war, it has helped nearly 100,000 more families to get homes of their own too. In addition to that, the Commonwealth Savings Bank has financed the building of roads, bridges, water and electricity undertakings, not to mention schools, hospitals and other amenities so important to our way of life. From this you can see the money you deposit in the Commonwealth Savings Bank is made to work hard for you and for Australia. You can also see it does make a difference where you save. That's why over 5.25 million people week by week bank Commonwealth.
If money can buy it, saving will get it. So bank Commonwealth now.
For a car or a bike or just a rainy day,
Be sure to save the friendly Commonwealth way.
so listen to this advice and
Start right today to bank Commonwealth. Save Commonwealth Bank Commonwealth now.
Life with Dexter is produced by Noel Judd, and this episode was written by Ray Hartley and Willie Fennell. And this is John Dunne inviting you to enjoy Life with Dexter at the same time next week from this station. And remember, you'll always enjoy life with a Commonwealth Savings Bank account.